it's strange because it just reflected the state of mind. Is the question, is it really a reality like this?
And they asked if it's a documentary.
It is a documentary, yeah. But also at Israel, of course, the Israeli audience also ask this question because they don't know really our life. They just also think about the stereotypes. And the surprising is also the Arab society that don't want to deny the reality, try to say that it's not really the life, it's just an invention of, it's not our reality. So this is the whole issue about if it's real.
And also there was the guy that asked you about the Islam in Gaza.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this is not connected.
Not connected, yeah.
It wasn't like during the development of the script or that. It's more than at the consideration of what's gonna happen after the movie will be released. But it didn't change anything. It's and also because I have my producer Shlomi Elkabetz, that he's very known and important director by himself, and this is his first production as a producer. And both together we found a very powerful couple working, so it makes things easier. But you know, it's as a woman in every masculine field, you have to face the sexism in the point of view and the sight of you taking a place, you know, of other men director. But yes, yeah, they have to face it. A criminal lawyer, it's more specific. It's with a very strength character to be a criminal lawyer, and it's a very masculine field in the law, offices, and it's also give her the big arc to be with a lot of colors inside the character that Mouna did as Laila. So yes, with a lot of meanings.
How was it? You had to prepare.
For me, I don't know really this field, and I'm not.
I was
really
studying 1 year.
she did.
So,
yeah.
you took just 1 year.
Yes,
Not more.
Yeah, but when I wrote the scene for her as with the lawyer, the Jewish lawyer, I of course consulted with a friend of mine, a really criminal lawyer. So I knew that
Is accurate.
Yeah, the text is taken from a real, for example, not really real.
It's a real
a realistic case, like a very rational, typical case in the law field. Me personally, as an actor, you know, you have sometimes to act a lot of fields that you have no clue on them. So, this side of the Layla profession, you see her in one scene. So I didn't check this. I didn't get into this life with its details, but it was for me I looked at it like something bigger, something very I found the strength in this field. It was for me symbolic for a lot of things that tells me about my character. She's not one of a criminal lawyer. She's the spoken criminal lawyer. She's very strong in her field. Everyone wants her. She have a lot of work. So, you know, I take this information, and for me, it's like tells me a lot of things about Layla, about her independency, about her strongness, about her standing and fighting for her place in work in this field, and being like in some kind of competition with men. So it's very, very interesting.
Or
of course, first, like the three of us didn't know each other before the movie.
Okay.
And we worked for a whole month together, and me and
she just jumped into the production at the end of the casting, kind of a month before shooting. But Sana and Shaden, which Salma and Noor, I worked with them long time before that, because Sana, she is an actor, and she is my friend 10 years ago, and Shaden, I found her as searching for the character 2 years before the shooting, so we had very strong relation. And Mouna just came at the end to this strong group, the essence of the movie, and she just fit it perfectly.
And it was really interesting, the work with the girls. This is a question that a lot of journalists asked me. The relationship between the girls, like, it seems so real. So this relationship between us, the three, was very real. The combination between us, the differences between us, the similarities, and so with Maysaloun, you know, we had a very long and important and intensive journey together, and we really took it very seriously,
with a lot of love,
with a lot of love, a lot of details, a lot of, like, the scene in the bathroom was real for us, the three of us. The women's solidarity that appears in the movie is all real. We cried for real, because it was very, like, important for us.
Yeah, imagine that I have all this, like, ensemble that I just created. They didn't really work before in cinema, and almost 90% of them first time in front of the camera. And with this all, like, ensemble, I have to, like, compose something so harmonic, with a lot of beautiful colors and a lot of beautiful chemistry and talented people. So it was like a gift for all of us, like from my side, from their side, for all of us. I didn't come to say anything about any faith of anybody. Everybody can believe in what he or she wants. But I think there is a tradition that's stronger than the religion even, that made us as conservative societies be like so strict with women, so not tolerate. So it's the tradition, it's the patriarchy. It's not. I don't care if anybody believe in anything he wants, like Buddhism.
So you think the problem is cultural?
Of course, it's a society issue. It's not a religious issue. But I think that religious in the base, all the religions are patriarchal. So this is the connection to the religion. But I don't come to say Islam is bad or Christianity is bad or Jewish. Judaism is bad. Yeah. It's exactly. It's a matter of society issues that we need to solve. That we need to start to deal with, like homosexuality. Of course, all women human rights that they are discriminated all over, not just in Arab world. It's all over the world, in Italy, in Europe, in everywhere. So yes, this is why I'm making my cinema. I think if we have so powerful tool to maybe make people think or change their minds, I think this is a gift that we can do that for the world, for our society, for ourselves. Of course, I think also from the difference between the three girls, you can see that each of them is so different from different background, and each of them made her a road for the liberty of herself. So they don't need to be the same even to make their liberty. They can be religious, they can be secular, they can be anything they want. And it's not has to change that each woman from what background she came from, she can do her process.
You think the same?
Of course, this is like the main theme of the movie. The differences between us and the ability to live together, to not give up on our selves and our lifestyle, and yet like to accept each other. And
so Tel Aviv, it's open for the hegemony. It's good for the Jewish Israeli, but it's not really for us as a Palestinian. If you remember the scenes at the movie when the interaction with the Israeli, in the cuisine, in the bar, in
the one in the bar struck me because the barman was, I think, was Jewish.
Yeah, Israeli, and it was a criticism moment for, this is a systematic racism that all over. And at this point, that with exotic side, it is a racist, And of course, the story about not talking Arabic in the kitchen with Salma, it is now a day at the news because there is another scandal about this that happened yesterday, and it's always like that. So it's not really tolerated or open-minded that how your friend wants you to think.
Like you can think about it, the toleration of Tel Aviv, the acceptance. If you're different, so you're cool, so you get accepted because everyone is cool and everyone is different, but as an anonymous, yeah, not as an Arab Palestinian, especially not as an Palestinian Arab, because at the minute you say that you're an Arab. Weird questions pops up.
Exactly.
A
lot of situations weird.
Not convenient situation. Stereotyped questions, the looks, everything. But I want to say something about this also about your previous question that you asked about religion. There is something that people don't know, that Palestinian people are also Muslim and also Christian.
And also Druze.
And also, Druze come from Muslim. Druze, Muslim, Christian, they are Arabs. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't matter what their religion is. We have like our traditions together as an Arab. Okay,
This is
like
important.
the religious, the religion like aspects on us become social.
Exactly.
So exactly. So our social is like it. Forgot the word. Never mind. Our social is like everything inside of Islam and Christianity and the situation we're living in. For example, even from the political aspects, you know, it's everything together.
I don't think that Europe is a solution. Of course
I don't
not.
think so.
Yeah, and Europe is getting crazy and crazy more and more. But as if you are really like in an escapeness way, you want to breathe a little bit and you want to not be labeled in every minute you are exist. So you try to be in a place that you will feel more comfortable. Like so, Berlin as a cosmopolitan, the most young. I think we agree about that. Capital that people came from different places and find.
It's the new London.
Yes, the new London. The new London, I think, in the 90s was something like that. Now it's Berlin, and it will change some point and somewhere else. But yeah, this is just from that point. I don't think that really we. Of course, we know that all the issues at. The European Union and all the right-wing powers that just raise at Europe. So, of course, Europe is not a solution. It is a racist as a question. What? Not yours. When they ask them not to talk in Arabic between they are both of them Arab. It's just, and even the Arab is the official language in Israel, that they have the right to talk in Arabic wherever they want, but because
It's not out of a respect for the one.
No, they are inside, but because the customers feel not so comfortable to hear Arabic around them. So this is a racist asking.
Attitude.
And also because they don't understand Arabic.
That's why.
They don't understand.
They don't consider to learn.
But you have to speak Jewish.
Yeah, of
Hebrew.
course. Hebrew.
Yes, but we have, of course.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I believe that when you like need to language is not only language. Like when you know language, you know
Culture.
a whole culture. The songs.
A writer used to say, when you speak to language, you have two souls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why.
Exactly. So like when you don't know the language, so you feel like threatened because there's something that you are not in control of.
Exactly.
So this is not trusting us in a very racist way.
I don't need to think about this because when you make your own story, you think about the story. You don't think about audience and And I think it's also kind of like a conservative state of mind not to see the movie with subtitles even in Italy, but to go and to make less work for your mind, and you just go and watch it even without dub.
And it's problem of the distribution. They just
but I will continue the answer. When I say all indie movies, like not American English movies, are in different languages, are in from different cultures, and each movie when it gets international, it's amazing. But one of the prices of this is there is things are missing. Even when we see Italian movie, even when we see Spanish movie, but this is like a common knowledge that this happened.
Everyone has this problem.
I think the dubbing itself is really erasing culture. Because
Standardization.
yeah, because I don't understand. I can't watch something dubbed. I can't. I go mad, and I think like the most famous actors that like does movies, like people don't know how they act. Acting is like with the intonation, speaking, whispering, shouting. It's like it's the soul of the movie, of the cinema, and they just take it out and try to make it to their standards. Like try to make it Italian, maybe our dubbed. Maybe try to make an Italian intonation, but
This is first of all a first part from geology,
Okay.
and I wish I will start soon to develop the second part. And also there is a TV series that I'm starting also to work on. Yeah, a lot of projects.
Great. And you?
I'm a theater actress, also a singer, so I do a lot of plays, a lot of musicals. Meanwhile, I have like 10 plays that goes on. I have a lot of work. I do a little bit of music. Cinema there isn't anything right now, but there will be.